Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I have a product that I want you guys to see, because doing photography is just like anything else. You are only as strong as your weakest point. So let's say you went and you bought your camera, you've got a brand new camera you're ready to use, you got a new lens, new flash, I mean, you are good to go. You've got your memory cards, you're ready to roll. And let's say you're headed to shoot your first wedding by yourself. You've already been with shooting as a second shooter for a while, and it's time for you to go by yourself and do it on your own. And let's say you go shoot the guys' pictures, because this is how I do it. When I get to the wedding, I usually go shoot the guys first. I come back, I download the images in the computer, then I go shoot the girls. I'm constantly downloading to the computer because you don't want memory card errors. Even though there's 2 cards in most cameras, it's still, when you're shooting a wedding, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So you have to make sure you have everything backed up and backed up. So I'm going to show you what might just be your weak point. You may have the best camera, the best flash, the best lens, but when you go to put your pictures in your computer, you may not have the best memory card reader. You might have just a regular little card reader like this that plugs in the side, stick it in, and it wants to take forever to download your images. You don't have forever to download your images. You've got to get over and shoot the girls' pictures. You cannot miss those pictures. So Orico has reached out to us and sent us, here's the box. They have sent us their professional high-speed card readers, the M4DK. This is what it looks like. And this is very nice. It looks like it's cooling on the top. It's vented. You've got all kinds of cards. You've got your CFB. You've got your mini cards. You've got your SD card and your CFA card. And not only does it have those 4, but you can run them all 4 at one time. So if you're shooting 4 different kinds of cards, you can plug them all in and have them all download at the same time at a tremendous speed. In fact, the specs on this, I'll read you the specs. On a CF Type A card, it'll download at 850 megabytes a second. A CF Type B, 1500 megabytes per second. The TF and the SD cards at 312 megabytes per second. That's what I mostly use. I use a V90 in my Lumix S5 Mark II. And it works with Mac, Windows, iPads, and any other computer that will take a 40 gigabyte USB-C interface. So this is a beast. This will not be your weak link any longer. You'll be able to drop in a card. In fact, I'm going to show you guys a speed test here in a minute and show you just how fast this card is. Now, the build quality on this is aluminum. I'll show it to you. It's aluminum all around. I believe this is a vent and vents on the sides and the front and the top. So you got vents on most sides. It's a nice plastic with aluminum around it and a USB-C cable on the top. And if you compare that to just a regular plastic card reader, you can hear the difference. This one would win in a fight, you know what I'm saying? These, you don't want these anymore, especially when you move into the realm of event and wedding photography. So before I run the demo so you guys can see the speed, I remember years ago, I was shooting compact flash. Now this is years ago. This is probably when I had the Canon 30D. That's a long time ago, probably before some of you were even born. And I could not find my main card reader that morning. Now it wasn't an Orico back then. This is way back when. And all I had was just a generic card reader. And I went and I shot like 50 pictures of the groomsmen. And I went to insert the card, and I swear it said like an hour and 15 minutes to download those pictures. It was just some cheap card reader I had. It was the only one I had with me at the wedding. So I about pulled my hair out. So I had tons of different cards going that day, because I just knew whenever I inserted it in, it was going to take forever. So I just had to run that different cards all day long and put it in and come back after one session and keep it going. It was a disaster. The wedding worked out, but it sure made it hard on my part. This will make your life much easier. So right here, I'm going to run a V90 Pro Grade card through and let you watch the speed. I got the Blackmagic design, their disc speed test. We will watch it go. It rode on up quickly to 700, it's dropped back down, but you can see it's moving pretty dang fast. Once it makes that loop, it'll get to the top, then it'll go over and give me the read speed. So there is our write speed at 259, and here comes the read. Read is up to about 235. Looks like it's going to hang out in that area for a while. Coming on around, so we got 259 on the right. Looks like we're going to end up somewhere around 238, 240 on the read with my V90 Pro Grade card. So yes, so that was the V90. So now let's check and see what so now we're going to run a CFexpress Type B card and see what we get from it. All right, so we're on the CFexpress B. Here we go. We're looking at the write speed, and the read speed will come after the write speed. So $10.99 on the read was excellent. So that was with the CFexpress B card. So you can see the huge difference there in how fast the cards read. And this is a real time saver because you really don't have a lot of time to stand there and wait on 40 to 80 pictures to take 45 minutes to download. You want them as quick as you possibly can. And this is not all that you can get from Orico. This is the super fast card reader with all the different cards, but they also sent a hub, and this is excellent for when you're traveling. I can plug this into one side of my Mac, and I have 3 USBs here, 2 USBs here, and an HDMI here, and that you can run a external monitor. So guys, I think what they have is an excellent product, especially if you're in the event photography, wedding photography, or any kind of photography that moves fast. Now, if you're shooting slow pace in a studio all day long, it won't be as necessary. Still be helpful, but for event photographers, wedding photographers, anything that's moving fast, anything that you've got to get to that you can't miss, you don't need to be at your computer waiting on a card, this is the way to go. The only thing I found strange about it, and it's user error, and this is definitely a first world problem, is when I first got this, I kept trying to put the cards in. I'm like, nothing fits. I was trying this card, I was trying my V90 card, but I realized everything goes in upside down. I don't know why, it just does. Not a real problem. All you have to do is, instead of this, and problem is solved. So that's just a silly little problem, but that was the worst thing I could find with it, because I was trying my best to get this this was the first one I tried to get in. It was my V90 SD card. I'm like, why is this not going in there? And then just turn it upside down and it works. So there you go. Not a problem, but I will leave a link below. We have the Orico high-speed card reader M4DK along with the Orico PW11-6P 6-in-1 docking station. That is both of them. That is both of them right there. So if you guys have any questions about this product, let me know. If you're already using Orico, let me know. I think it's a real advantage to have that because speed is so important to get these memory cards, because we're jumping, we're at 4K, now they're moving to 6K, and it'll be 8K before long, and try to download an 8K on just a regular card reader, you'd take a day and a half. So anyway, I think this is excellent for people that use fast pace. I think this is excellent for people that shoot in fast paced circumstances. So anyway, guys, I appreciate it for helping you out. Give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and a special thank you to Orico for sending these out to us. They just sent them to us, no money traded hands. They didn't have a say over what I said, but I am impressed with their product. So I'll leave a link at the bottom. You guys have a great day. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks.